Good day, each and everyone. We are the Group 5, and our topic is all about political self. We will tackle about Filipino identity, values traits, community, and institutional factors, democracy and citizenship, the impact of religion to spirituality.
The Philippines, as far as we might be concerned today, has just arisen in the 1890s after more than 3 centuries of colonization of the Spaniards. In the interim, freedom from the last colonizers, the Japanese, just happened in 1946. Unfamiliar culture, convection, languages, and religion have made an enormous mark all alone by setting an establishment to the contemporary Filipino character and culture. Until this point in time, pioneer attitude stays an issue, given the wide inconsistency between the freedom time frame and the present time. Could it be protected to see the Filipino have genuinely fostered their very own personality? Or again would we see we are yet living in the shadow of our pioneer companions? Kendall in 1998 defines politics as a social institution through which power is acquired and exercised by people in the groups. Man in nature is a political animal. It serves as a mechanism by which individuals develop power and understand proper functioning of a democratic. So next is Stevens and Anglin and Jusem in 2015. Politics is a central component of their identity and organizes one's beliefs, attitudes, and affiliations and aids the processing of the politically relevant information. It constitutes knowledge about the Constitution, government, and governance. It exemplifies the ideals and aspirations of the people, embodies the rules and principles of the states, and determines the status and power of the people, often defined citizenship. Next is Serena Jokno in 1997. Political self and identity are developed through socialization, through the ways of people learn the knowledge, norms, values, motives, and roles appropriate to their positions in a group or community. Through social interaction, people learn the status, duties, rights, and power necessary to interact successfully with other people in the group and community. The political self is influenced and modified by the opinions, comments, and suggestions of other people.
Good day everyone, so my name is Nain Carlo. Our topic is all about political self. Political self theory, a social learning theory by Albert Bandura. It is a person can acquire learning through observation and imitation. This observation and imitation is important because it is a process of political socialization, and this is the lifelong process by which individuals gain knowledge and politics. Now, what is cognitive theory? Cognitive theory is the mental activities, knowledge, perceptions, ideas of an individual are important determinants of behavior. Example of this is individuals interpret meaning of politics and then choose and decide the action they will make. Theory of symbolic interaction suggests that behaviors are products of communication, meaning, and symbols. People gives meaning to symbols and they express these meanings through language communication. Example of this is children develop their political attitudes according to the symbols and meanings that their parents communicate to them. Theory of political participations, defined as the citizens' actions or activities anchored in politics. The extent and scope of political participation may be an important criteria for assessing value or quality symbols and meaning that the people ascribe to politics. Example is this is an ordinary Filipino citizens must be allowed to take part in the policy and decision-making process regarding the administrations of the country, which is in accordance to the democratic nature of the Philippine society.
Good day everyone. I am Christian Carly Malia and I am presenting the origin of political self. First, family, school, church, peers, mass media. Family. The family has a hierarchical structure through hierarchy of positions, status, and powers. Example, father acts as a leader and establishes rules to maintain order in the family. This shows that authority is necessary in the development of political self and identity. Next, school. The school's responsibility is to teach moral, spiritual, and political values that will help the students to become patriotic and morally upright citizens. Example, UTS subject, GMRC, ROTC. The school is similar to the family, where the teacher acts as the leader in classroom that sets the rules and regulations to maintain order in class. Next, church helps the shape ideals of citizenship and democracy through the religious teachings, values, and traditions. Next, peers. Interaction with the peers encompasses and emphasizes the equal distribution of power, rights, and privileges among members of the group. Next, mass media. Key to the source of information on politics, family, school, church, peers, and moral beliefs that influence political behavior and political self. Democracy. An administration where the incomparable is vested in and practiced by individuals straightforward or in a roundabout way through an arrangement of shoe, ordinarily including periodical held free decisions. In spite of the fact that vote-based system has a few defects, it additionally particularly groups various highlights that a great many people, whatever their essential political convictions, would consider alluring. Examples. Number 1. Democracy helps prevent cruel and vicious autocrats from ruling. Number 2. It fosters human development, i.e., health, education, personal income, and any other indicators more fully than do other forms of government. 3. Democracy helps protect fundamental individual rights and interests. 4. Democratic societies provide people the maximum opportunity to take moral responsibility for their choices and decisions. 5. Democratic societies offer a relatively high chance of political equality. 3 major concerns in building an identity.
Democracy. So democracy is allowing the people to be eligible. It shows us how to speak, help, and make choice. And decision that should be heard and be part of the quorum. It employs openness and understand between others. Democracy gives us hope, will, and right. It also promotes justice and welfare to everyone. Example of democracy. One of the best examples of democracy is we are free. We have a free will to choose what leader that we want and what we like. And the second one is we have rights to speak. We have free voice and everyone will hear us freely. Developing a Filipino identity. So it is what we are, what really Filipinos are. It shows how Filipino are capable to do so, and what we are and what we really are. And the best example of this is We Filipinos are very resilient and kind people. The level of individual that build an identity. So first, instrumental. So it is an act of accordance with rules. And the second one is moral. It is your own values and beliefs. And the third one is transformative. It is a process of a self-reflection and redefinition of individual. Filipino culture. It is the culture that we build through time. And the colonization that happened to our country affects our culture very much. Like when the Spaniards colonized our country, we inherit a lot of culture of them. One of the best example is our religion and how we Filipino speak, like the old Filipino knows how to speak Spanish. And the way how we treat our elders and our parents. We show them, like we bow to them. We show respect to our elders and our parents. Are the sum of the example of the Filipino traits and values. We Filipinos are very respectful to our elders, that we always bless to them like this one. And Filipino are very humble and very happy people. We always smiling to each other, even we have very difficult time.
So good morning, good day, everyone. I am Mr. Manuel Lauro from DSMRE M1E. So I'm gonna report about Filipino traits and values. So these are Filipino traits and values. First is Filipino hospitality, cheerful personality, self-sacrifice, bayanihan, bahala na attitude, colonial mentality, manana habit, ningas, kugon, pride, crab mentality, and Filipino time. So first is Filipino hospitality. So a Filipino trait is known everywhere is the Filipino brand of hospitality, respect for elders. For example, mano po, constantly using po and opo. So wide array of references is kuya, ate, tita, tito, lolo, lola, manong, aling, close family ties, example, fund of reunions, holidays, birthdays, and fiesta. Next is cheerful personality. Filipinos have a habit of smiling and laughing a lot. Smiling has been a coping strategy for many Filipinos. Example, maintaining positive outlook after calamities. Next is self-sacrifice. Self-sacrificing attitude of Filipinos can be seen as an extension of Filipino hospitality. So for example, OFW, modern day Filipino heroes. Next is bayanihan, the spirit of communal unity and cooperation of Filipinos. So example of this is cleaning the Manila Bay. Next is bahala na attitude. Filipino version of Hakuna Matata, a phrase originated from the bahala na, meaning leaving everything into God's hands. Colonial mentality, regarding as the lack of patriotism and attitude where Filipinos favor foreign product more than their own, attributed to the centuries of colonization of Filipinos had experienced. So for example of this is patronizing Hollywood films than local films, food products or Korean language than Filipino language. Mañana habit, Filipino term for procrastination derived from the phrase called mamayana. Example of this is delaying of doing school works. Ningas kugon. Ningas Lingas means flame and kugon means kogon. Grass refers to the attitude of eagerly starting things but quickly losing eagerness soon after experiencing difficulty. So example of this, engineering students losing interest to the study more in the difficult subject like calculus and physics. Next is pride. Most Filipino hold their pride as if they are precious than keeping a good relationship with family and loved ones. Crab mentality, toxic trait of Filipinos where one resents achievement of other, instead of feeling happy for that person. Filipino time, Filipinos' attitude of arriving late at commitments, dinner, or parties, especially if they are meeting someone close to them. So that would be all for my report. So thank you.
Issues. Take in political activities and exercises worried about accomplishing and involving power. Activities or exercises worried about accomplishing involving power in nation society. It's additionally characterized as a manner which is the power in partaking in an association and the ways and impact and private connections in between individuals who cooperate. Citizenship 2. As Aristotle expressed, man is essential, a political creature. This is on the ground that man is social being and that individuals normally attract to different political contributions, requests to fulfill their social necessities. Politicals as combined by man and impulse several things. Politicals or politics. It's concerned with power. Power with inequalities can be observed within society. The who holds the power holds influence. Politics functions based on political, social, economic, and natural contexts. And the nature of political system independent on the culture of the states. Political claims made by advocates and influenced by their geographical location and ideology. 3. Politicals is also personal. One personal choice reflects his or her personal politics. Both are indiscriminable. 4. Politics goes hand in hand with society. Politics privilege in construct of society and those influence in habitable beliefs, ethics, and behaviors. However, the politics itself is not shaped by one political amplification or beliefs. One sense of accountability should be banished in promoting certain advocates through healthy political engagement. This is aligned with the concept of active citizenship. Active citizenship refers to construct forms and engagement with political process and everyday forms and participation in society. It is also defined as process of sharing decisions which affects one's life and the life of community which one's life. Participation is the fundamental right of citizenship. Active citizenship is anchored on one recognitive behavioral engagement, in particular normal and informal politics and activities. Different people manifested different levels and active citizenship. Some they take a more active approach in making their voice heard. Active citizenship is practiced in democracy. Democracy should not only be through a form of government. It is criminal system that allow voluntary freedom of citizen to make informed choice that allow them to be heard. Active citizenship is social construct. It fosters social relatedness and belongings. The most important goals of active citizenship is instill change and influence sociality at large. Active citizenship is also associated with sense of community. Active including adolescence, communal activities because it gives a sense belongings in particular group. Active citizenship may facilitate in ethics pride and provides voice to hosts of their social group. For the younger, active citizenship can be contribute to their social development. Engaging in such activities can also enhance policy and competence of the younger generations as they are considered to be the future leaders of the society. The participation of the youth in national building activities enhance their value orientation and foster integrity, compassion, and sense of justice, which are crucial in holistic development of the citizen of a nation. Active citizenship helps individuals embrace his or her individuality through the choice of the politics itself. It is a result.
The impact of religion to spirituality. Religion and spirituality are both attached in attempting to give the importance of the life and at times how a relationship with a higher power might impact that significance. While religion and otherworldliness are comparative in establishment, they are altogether different by and by. Religion is a coordinated, local area-based arrangement of convictions, while otherworldliness lives inside the individual and what they buy and by accept. The possibility of religion and otherworldliness resembles a square shape versus a square. Inside religion, there is otherworldliness, however, in the event that you have otherworldliness, it doesn't be guaranteed to mean you have religion, says somebody who rehearses both religion and otherworldliness. Both religion and spirituality can have a positive impact on mental health. In some ways, they provide the same impact. Mental health benefits of religion. Religion gives individuals something to have confidence in. It gives a feeling of construction and normally offers a gathering to interface with over-compatible convictions. These aspects can decidedly affect psychological well-being. Research recommends that legalism decreases self-destruction rates. Liquor addiction and medication use. Here are portions of religion's vitally emotional well-being benefits. Community initiates social connections with other members, creates a sense of belonging to a group, offers trustworthy and safe social engagement. Ritual. Ritual helps people to cope with difficult life situations, ceremony for the loss of a loved one. It provides structure, regularity, and predictability. It allows for time to rest as well as holidays and other special times of the year. Teachings. Teaching provides guidelines to live by. The importance of doing the right thing. Teaches compassion, forgiveness, and gratitude. Identify life lessons even from challenging situations. Mental health benefits of spirituality. Spirituality is a feeling of association with an option that could be greater than ourselves. It helps an individual search inside and comprehend themselves, while additionally sorting out the more noteworthy response of how they fit in to the remainder of the world. All in all, it assists individuals with getting their understanding of the importance of life. Spirituality additionally joins sound practices for the brain and body, which decidedly impacts psychological well being and passionate prosperity. Individuality enhances a person's sense of self and empowerment through the choice to decide what their practice looks like. It also focuses on an individual's connection to what they believe in and their own personal growth. Accepts any person, whether they are part of religion or not. Mindfulness. Mindfulness encourages meditation and self reflection. It leads to a meaningful life philosophy, feeling connected to others, nature, or art. Prompts expression in any form such as art, poetry, myth, or religious practice. Unity with surrounding renews a sense of belonging in the world. It inspires appreciation and awareness of a person's interaction with the physical environment. These mental health benefits are not limited to their respective categories. Individuality is not exclusive to religion, just like spirituality can include a sense of community in some instances. The takeaway is that, if presented in a supportive way, religion and spirituality can help people improve their mental health and promote recovery. We hope that you've learned and understand our respective topics, and thank you for having time with us. That's all for today. Thank you and God bless us all.